How's it going, everyone? We are doing something for the first time ever on this channel. I am on Reddit. Yeah, this is weird. We've seen so many creators on YouTube go onto different Reddit pages. We have content creators that have their own Reddit pages, and they do like weekly videos with that. I have literally never been on Reddit. The only time I'm ever using Reddit is when I Google something like a question, and then the Google doesn't really come with an answer, and I have to go to the Reddit post where people are putting somewhat similar questions. That's the only time I ever use Reddit. So I am not a Reddit connoisseur. I am 28 years old, very much an unk, and I am just a Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube type of guy. That's just me. I don't do TikTok. I don't do Reddit. I don't do Snapchat. It's just, that's not who I am. But if you guys enjoy this, and I'm going to check the views, I'm going to check the comments, please comment down below. I know nothing about Reddit, so if you have any tips about making my Reddit experience better, I don't even have an account. It's telling me to log in. I don't even have a Reddit account. I've never made a Reddit account. But I do know about NASCAR Reddit. I usually see their tweets, like on the, I don't know if they have a tweet bot or something, but I see like a Twitter account that posts some NASCAR Reddit stuff. It's the only time I come into interaction with it. I don't really talk about real life NASCAR much anymore since I started working for NASCAR, obviously, and I feel like this is a great way to kind of still connect with you guys on what's going on in real life NASCAR without having to make the race reviews and stuff like that. So if you guys enjoy these type of videos, we could do like a weekly thing on this. We could pick a day, we could kind of organize it. I don't know what the best Reddit day for NASCAR is. I would assume maybe it's Monday or Tuesday after a race. We're doing this on Tuesday. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you would like to if you enjoy this, if you like it, and we'll do it more in the future. It's going to be very simple, chill videos where we just kind of look at what's going on Reddit and have fun. I have it sorted currently by best. I don't know if hot, new, top, or rising is better, but at the moment I have it sorted by best, and that's just like the manual thing. So oh, and it just updated. It is gonna update again. What is this? This is Facebook Marketplace. The guy who found Cody Ware's front bumper is passing it off as SVGs. Facebook Marketplace, $500. SVG front bumper, NASCAR Xfinity Cup Series winner. Oh, Facebook Marketplace, how do we do this? Yes, that is Cody Ware's front bumper. Let's see if we can find something from that. I'm gonna just scroll through NASCAR 25, but I want to see. I saw a picture of the crash. I don't see. This is the thing about Reddit. Now I don't see it. So, oh, I found it. 1 second. It's right there. It is. The front damage of Cody Ware's car is one of the most I've ever seen in the next gen. Yeah, this was crazy, guys. So he basically hit the tire barriers. According to the onboard, he hit the tire barriers somewhere around 90 to 100 miles per hour, I think it was. And yeah, I've never seen a next-gen car damaged that badly. Obviously, if you're just going to go head-on into a wall at 100 miles per hour, it is going to damage the car. It just shows the safety as well, though. I mean, he was okay. He walked out of that thing. I think he did radio in that he needed help. But yeah, that is a next-gen car completely destroyed. Very, very crazy crash. And NASCAR got some heat for it for not throwing the yellow out immediately because they didn't see it. So yeah, very, very crazy there. I think that they'll probably make some changes in terms of the street course now, in terms of like they'll be having officials like all over. They're going to place certain officials all over the track to report back if they see a car going head on to a tire barrier like that. 1.2 thousand votes. Is that upvotes? The 219 comments on Eric's tweet here. TNT gave me Fox vibes. A lot of errant camera shots, poor ambient auto quality, commentary waited until the last 15 laps to bring energy, and then we go to commercial immediately after the finish. What do you guys think about this? Totally agree. Showed how much a production team direction goes so much more of a long way than a booth. Exact same booth, and the difference is astronomical. I would agree. Yeah. I thought it was okay. I mean, it's not like Amazon, right? Yeah, like we kind of know like Amazon's quality was very good, to say the least, and I was a very big fan of what Amazon did. I think people enjoyed TNT's first race. I guess they didn't enjoy this one as much. I would give TNT a little bit of a break, only because the Chicago street course is very complicated when it comes to cameras and stuff like that. It's not a normal racetrack, and it's a little bit more difficult to get your cameras set up in the right places. So I will give them that little bit of an excuse. But yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I think we all know Amazon probably has the best production. We are on the road to 100,000 subscribers, so I want to thank you all so much. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. There's also 3 different ways where you can help the channel. Check out our Patreon, only $5 a month to help out directly, or you can check out Home Field Apparel and Moser Racing. Links are in the description down below. Home Field Apparel, you will get 10% off your favorite merchandise, including NASCAR, IndyCar, and collegiate sports. And you also have Moser Racing, the best sim racing company out there. Use the link in the description down below. Any purchase you make will help out the channel directly, as those are our affiliate partners. Thank you as always, guys. Let's get to 100K. Longest current winless streak in NASCAR Cup Series as of July 8th, 2025. Justin Haley is at 160. Best finish is second. Cole Custer, 116. Bubba is at 99. His last one was Bubba's last win, 45, September 2022. Wallace's best opportunity on paper since was his third at Texas in 2023. Eric Jones, 98 starts. And then Kyle Busch is at 76. Wow, that's crazy. I feel like Kyle Busch would have won by now. Other winless drivers: Michael McDowell, Suarez, Keselowski, Bowman, Dillon, and Chris Buescher. I keep forgetting Austin Dillon won that Richmond race because he absolutely annihilated, he absolutely destroyed. Who was it? Denny Hamlin or Joey Logano? I don't remember which one it was, but yeah. I don't know what to make of this stat. I mean, I will say, I don't think it's. This is you guys maybe can disagree with me on this. I don't think it's as difficult as it once was to win a NASCAR race. I think it is easier because of how chaotic it is. We're in a next-gen car where the teams are a lot closer, even though the top teams are still better, but it's closer, right? And NASCAR is more chaotic than ever when it comes to just randomness, right? So 15 years ago, I think it was much harder to win a race, especially in a different car where the top teams had a bigger gap on you, more resources, and NASCAR was not as chaotic. Now, it's I feel like it should be. I honestly believe it is easier for guys like these guys to at least win one race. So we'll see what if I had to pick one out of all the top 5 here, not looking at the other guys, but the top 5. If I had to pick one to break this streak, I would probably go with. I think I'd probably go with Bubba Wallace. I just think like 23XI would bring him a car that's good enough one of these race weekends where then he could capitalize. I wanted to say Kyle Busch, but I mean RCR. The thing about RCR, I just don't think they're going to give him the car at the majority of these times. Now, Kyle Busch can win a plate race, so we'll see about that. But I just don't think RCR can give him the car. On this side, I would say Chris Buescher. Well, actually. No, I would say Chris Buescher. At 27. I don't think McDowell, Suarez, no. Keselowski, maybe. Bowman, no. And then Dillon, no. So, yeah, I think I'd go Buescher. So, we're just cherry-picking stats by Crackshaw Official. Career as crew chief. Dale Earnhardt Jr., 1,000%. 1 for 1. All others, 0.024. Confirmed. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the greatest crew chief of all time. I mean, listen, you can't argue with stats. And the stats show it right there, so it's over. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't. I just chuckle. This is being a humorous example. The numbers don't lie. Look, it's right there. It's the greatest crew chief of all time. 1 for 1, undefeated, never beaten. I don't think I need to talk about this one. We already talked about it, so yeah. We'll see more NASCAR 25 in the future. I guess we're all waiting for that. That's why I'm on Reddit, guys. What is this? Brandon Johnson's administration is open to 2 more years of the NASCAR Chicago street race, but only after exploring the possibility of shifting the marquee event to a different date that does not pose the challenges that July 4th weekend presents. I do understand that because July 4th weekend is pretty crazy, and then having to close down the roads for a NASCAR weekend and get everything set up is pretty chaotic. So we will see. We will see the Chicago street race comes back. People have been talking about Chicagoland for a long time as well. I mean, I think I saw a picture of Chicagoland not too long ago that the weeds are growing up and everything. So I don't think anyone's maintaining that track. So I don't know. We will find out. Got to meet SVG and Connor Zilic today at WeatherTech's headquarters. What a dude. What a guy. Why does Connor look like he's 12? You could never tell me that these two guys are teammates. They literally look like their father and son. Connor looks like he's 15. I'm being completely serious. He looks like he's 15. That's crazy. That's a stud right there. Good for you, man. Any updates on the rumor that NASCAR was considering raising the Cup horsepower to 750 for upcoming short tracks like Iowa, Richmond, and even Dover? Iowa is like what, next week? Like one is Iowa's coming up very quickly. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about this either. There was a rumor about it, right, that they might do it for short tracks, but I am guessing they might not want to do it because it's late in the season. They don't want to change any. I don't know. But does anyone have a good thing going to intermediates? Dover's next week. Don't think it's happening. Yeah, I feel like they would have announced it by now. I guess it's probably not. I say give them 800. The most they can give them, I believe, is 725 or 750, whatever it is. You cut the, not a restrictor plate, but whatever it's called, the tapered spacer, whatever you want to call it. You make that a little bit smaller, and you give the teams a little, it's just getting that tapered spacer, and making a different one basically to get the horsepower back up. If you remove a tapered spacer completely, yeah, do the engines still naturally make? I don't know about this, but I'm guessing they still naturally go 900, but they're never gonna do that. I mean, the thing about the thing that you might only do short tracks is because this car is so aero dependent. Like, let's say you took this to an intermediate track, the car is so aero that if you put 900 horsepower in this car, this thing would be literally going way too fast down the straights because the next gen car is very aero. It cuts through the air and it creates a lot of drag behind it. That's why drafting is so predominant in this car, and so that's why you're never gonna see 900 horsepower with the next gen car, just because it's designed like a little bullet. But yeah, I mean, for short tracks, I'd like to see it. I'll be honest, I don't think it would change much. That's just my opinion. You still have the rear diffuser problem. You still have the problem the next gen car is kind of in reverse. You have the front end raised up a little bit to get air underneath to feed the diffuser, but that means the back end is pretty low to the ground, and that diffuser is not technically doing what I think NASCAR originally thought it was going to do, which was clean up the dirty air. Instead, it's just kicking. The rear of the car is lower, so less air comes underneath it, and I guess the air that is coming from that diffuser is not as clean as it was expected to be when the next gen car was introduced. So you need to raise the back of the car up, you need to get the front of the car back down, but you can't seal the front. So it's a complicated equation, but basically I don't think horsepower is going to solve it. It needs to be more things than just horsepower. So if it happens, cool. If not, I don't think it's going to make much of a difference. I mean, like I said, you would need fundamental changes around the concept of the car, and it's nothing that we can see. It's all underbody. It's that underbody downforce. It's the diffuser. It's all that stuff that we would have to, that NASCAR would have to work on, and I just don't think that's going to be happening anytime soon. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Katherine Leg finished the Chicago street race in 19th. She's the first woman to finish in the top 20 in a cup race since Danica in November of 2017. I did not even notice that she finished 19th. There were so many cars that was out of the race. That's a very cool feat. Very cool feat for her as well. I think knocked out Corey Heim to qualify. So very impressive. Congratulations to her. I did want to talk about this Cinnamon Toast Crunch car. Was this Atlanta? Yeah, this was at Echo Park Speedway now. I want to see more cars like this, man. This is just random. This is crazy. This is one of those cars that hopefully, like, 5 years from now, I don't know, I'll remember this car and I'll see it somewhere. I don't know. I like goofy crap like it. A lot of my favorite cars of all time are just random stuff. Star Wars, a movie promo like Superman or Batman or anything like that with, all those random stuff. Just random sponsors with random cars, and it's just, I don't know. And a Coca-Cola car. A Coca-Cola car is always nice. A Pepsi car is always nice. It's just that's my kind of bread and butter, my cup of tea, and obviously the beer sponsors. An abandoned NASCAR racetrack. I have no idea what racetrack this is. I genuinely have no idea. I'm going to the comments. What racetrack is this? Not abandoned anymore. What racetrack is it? Seriously. Everyone knows what racetrack this is, and I don't. I hate my life. I haven't seen the name yet. Oh, there's more pictures. I might be able to find out. I've never heard of Mansfield Speedway. I'm not even kidding. I've never heard. I'm not a true NASCAR fan. I've never heard of Mansfield. Where, like, whoa, what the heck? How old is this place? When did they last race here? You learn something new every day. When did they last race here? We raced there 10 years ago on the concrete surface prior to them putting dirt down. When did NASCAR race here? I feel like I remember watching a truck race on TV that was there circa 2005. Trucks ran there between 2004 and 2008. Why was this never in a game? If it was between 2004 and 2008 in trucks, why did... I mean, I feel like when I was growing up, I learned a lot from the video games. Mansfield was never in a NASCAR game. Maybe it was, but I'd never recognized Mansfield ever being in a NASCAR game. Learn something new every day. I use this quote more often than I should. I look like a monkey. What does that mean? I look like a monkey effing a football? How did younger Kurt Busch even think of this? How in his mind, when driving a race car and your heart rate is up and everything, how does this expression enter your brain? I've never in my life heard of that expression. I don't even know what this means. Where's the hole in the football? So many questions. I have so many questions. Bowman, I wish I would have talked to him before all my interviews. He thought I was crossing him over. Wallace, fun with the 48, no love lost, all good. That was hilarious. I was watching this. I actually tweeted about it. I was just watching Bubba and Bowman just go at each other. And then I think Bubba came up off the corner and kind of hooked himself. You could tell Bowman did lift when Bubba kind of hooked himself, but and I think Bubba knew he was at fault. But yeah, that was some crazy racing. They were just beating and banging all over the place. It's nice to see that neither of them got too upset, so that's nice. I think I'm gonna end it here. This one, what is this? This is gonna be the last one I read. 7 days ago from Low Location, I looked at 167 of the best modern seasons, 1972 onwards of all time, and used a formula to rank them. Here are the top 30. Points. Wait, what? Points finish, wins, top fives, top tens, average finish, laps led, poles, crown jewels, and special events like the All-Star Duels and Shootout all contributed to the score. Driver, year, and point total. So the greatest season of all time, according to this guy's formula, is Jeff Gordon in 1998 by a substantial margin with 138.79. Is that the year he won 13? I guess that's the year Gordon won 13. Let me look up, because I want to look up his full stats, not just... Let's see. We got the we got the NASCAR Hall of Fame. I want full stats. I don't want an article. First in points, 5,328 points. His seven poles in 33 races. That is crazy. That is very close to 25%. Wow. 13 wins in 33 races. That's basically that's around what, 35 to 36%. An average finish of 5.7. That is ridiculous. That's with 2 DNFs. 26 top fives with 28 top tens. So, guys, 26 top fives in 33 races. That is mad. 2 DNFs. I mean, he only finished outside the top 10 without a DNF in 3 races. Oh, that's ridiculous. Laps led, 1,717. That's just, what can you say? I mean, what races did he win? He won Rockingham. He won Bristol. He won Charlotte. I mean, he only won 3 races after 14 there. And then look at the middle to the end of the season. Oh my God. So Charlotte, he then wins Sonoma, and then Pocono, Indy, Watkins Glen, Michigan, 4 in a row, a top 5 at Bristol, and then New Hampshire. Is that the greatest stretch of NASCAR races anyone's ever done? 1 win, 2 wins, 3 wins, 4 in a row, a top 5, another 2 back-to-back on that, second, 5th, second, first, 7th, first. That is, I've never seen that. That's the greatest stretch of races I've ever seen a NASCAR driver ever have. I understand the score now. That's ridiculous. That is crazy, man. Wow. Yep, that's why he's my GOAT. And I stand by that. Jeff Gordon is my GOAT. DW in 1981, Richard Petty in 75, Yarbrough in 78. I would expect most of these to definitely be older years because, less competition, bigger gap in top teams and smaller teams. Earnhardt, 87, Yarbrough again in 77, Gordon in 97, and then the biggest modern driver here, I can't say I'm saying Gordon's not a modern driver, but obviously in the 21st century will be Kyle Larson in his 2021 season where that was only at 10 wins, right? Very, very impressive season from Larson in 2021. Even more impressive that he's up there because obviously NASCAR is a lot more competitive now. So the fact that he's the only one in the 21st century to be there, Is there anyone else? Kevin Harvick in 2020, very dominant there. Unfortunately, he did not win the championship. And then Jimmy Johnson. See, Jimmy Johnson's 2007 season, along with Gordon, was spectacular. And then in 2007, Jimmy won, or he won on that stretch in the final 5 races where he was just unbeatable. But even he is only at a 97.2 compared to all these guys. I mean, that is wild. It's kind of crazy to see that Jimmy's best season is outside the top 20. He's a 7-time champion, and his best season, we have Richard Petty is in here multiple times. Dale Earnhardt is in here multiple times. Jeff Gordon is in here 3 times before Jimmy, but the 7-time champion of Jimmy is 21st. And I think that goes to show why some people really don't think Jimmy is the greatest of all time and that the chase helped him and stuff like that. And it's because it's about the full season, right? And that's why I do agree. I don't think Jimmy's the greatest of all time. In my opinion, Jeff Gordon is the greatest NASCAR driver of all time. And then I could argue like between him and Earnhardt and Johnson, but I don't have Johnson number 1. I don't think it's even close, just in my opinion. And it's because I value, full seasons, driving ability, different terrains. Like Gordon was a master at road courses and speedways and super speedways and short tracks. Same with Earnhardt. So yeah, it's pretty crazy to see that. Tony Stewart's here. His 2005 season's at a 92.86. Very crazy. Gordon has the most appearances. Allison, Elliott, Bill Elliott, Kevin, Gordon, DW all failed to win the championship that year, showing that no system is perfect because Gordon did not win it in 96 and in 07. Gordon's 07 year is here? Oh, he is right here. So yeah, that like I said, that year between Gordon and Johnson, pretty crazy. Although Gordon had a massive lead heading into the chase, so it is what it is. I think we've been rambling on too much. This is the last one. This is a very interesting one, guys. If you enjoyed this type of video, let me know. If you want me to go on Reddit every week, and we could kind of like obviously talk about the previous weekend, and maybe you guys could post on Reddit, and you guys give me some tips. Let me know if you enjoyed this kind of video, this chill, relaxed videos. Let me know. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace out.